So this video is going to cover selecting PC, PS items, selecting specifications to show your customer, and also selecting which of these estimate items will ultimately go onto your schedule. So it's all to do with these three buttons here. So first of these is the PC PS button, and the bricks, the face brick allowance, is a great example because I might say, yep, show this as a PC or prime cost item on my quote, and what it will do is grab this item and put it in a separate section on the quote, showing the customer that this is an allowance and how much the allowance is for. It also gives a bit of a blurb about what a PC item is or what a PS item is to just help the customer understand what that allowance is. 1 click for PC, 2 for PS, and 3 clicks just turns it off again. So really easy to just select them as you go through. The S button's the next one, and probably one of my favorite buttons in the whole software, because as you're going through and doing your costings, what you're able to do is go through and say, yep, show this to my customer and show this to my customer and this, and basically pick which items you want to include in your specifications/inclusions section. The problem we're trying to solve here is that you might well get to the end of your costings and great, you've got a budget price, but you haven't really done much towards the actual presentation of the quote. And this S button helps solve that, because by the time you get to the end of the costing section, if you've been using this, you will have a really solid list of specifications. And I tend to think it gets you about 90% of the way there using that S button. And then in another video, when we're talking specifically about this screen here, we'll go through things like adding photos and polishing it up a bit further. Easiest way to think of this is really just as a filter. You might have 150 things in here and you only want to show your customer 70 of them. And this is the best way to do that, is via this S button. Last button to touch on is this T button. And this is thinking even further ahead into, hey, when I win this job, which items will require time, i.e. which ones should go on my timeline or schedule. And I'm really thinking about just labor items here, but ultimately you can use this really in a way that suits you. So we definitely see people who grab items that will require deliveries and they put them on their schedule as well. But in my mind, I think of it more as just a labor kind of list. Keep in mind that very much like the specification screen, this T button is getting you about 90% of the way there, and you can polish your schedule up more and add more items and move it around and do a bit more with it once you do get to the actual schedule screen. Quick point here as well is that we definitely have people that do this T button as they go, and we also have users that go, you know what, I'm going to prepare my quote, and once I win it, I'll come back and tick all the T icons here. Either way is fine, and both works for us.